The iconic figure of Hermes Trismegistus, also known as Hermes Thrice Great, serves as the cornerstone of Hermeticism, a spiritual tradition blending elements of Greek and Egyptian mythology. Hermes Trismegistus embodies the fusion of the Greek deity Hermes, revered as the winged messenger of the gods, with the Egyptian god Thoth, depicted with the head of an ibis and associated with the moon. In ancient beliefs, Hermes and Thoth were regarded as interchangeable entities, both serving as guides in the realm of the dead and patrons of speech and interpretation. Thoth, often referred to as the heart of Re and the tongue of Adam, is credited with inventing the alphabet and the art of writing, which have been instrumental in preserving vast repositories of knowledge throughout human history. The meeting of Hermes and Thoth in Greco-Egyptian Alexandria gave rise to the legendary Hermes Trismegistus, sparking the formation of a devoted community eager to delve into his profound wisdom and attain the cosmic enlightenment he embodied. Central to Hermes Trismegistus's teachings is the Emerald Tablet, a revered text containing the famous Hermetic axiom, "as above, so below," which serves as a key tenet in astrology, alchemy, and various occult sciences. Despite the enigmatic origins of the Emerald Tablet and its author, Hermes Trismegistus remains a timeless figure transcending individual historical identities, symbolizing a universal archetype of truth-seeking and cosmic understanding. Hermes Trismegistus's influence extended beyond his own lifetime, as numerous authors penned works under his name, reflecting a tradition where wisdom and learning were attributed to the Lord of all knowledge. According to the accounts of the Egyptian priest and historian Manetho, over 36,000 books were purportedly authored under the pseudonym of Hermes Trismegistus, covering diverse subjects such as the soul, creation principles, astrology, alchemy, magic, and healing. While many of these works have been lost to time, scattered references indicate the existence of a rich literary tradition within Hermeticism, with treatises exploring the depths of spiritual and philosophical inquiry. The epithet, thrice great, bestowed upon Hermes Trismegistus likely originated from ancient Egyptian sources, with records from the Ibis shrine in Saqqara referencing the deity as the greatest and the greatest god, Great Hermes. This title reflects the profound reverence accorded to Hermes through repeated emphasis, underscoring his significance as a divine figure transcending mortal limitations. Hermes Trismegistus earned the title of thrice greatest not only for his multifaceted roles as priest, philosopher, and king, but also for his advocacy of the Trinity, emphasizing the unity within the divine nature. In the 15th century, Italian humanist scholars, such as Marsilio Ficino and Ludovico Lazzarelli, played a pivotal role in translating the Corpus Hermeticum. Ficino, who had been engrossed in translating Plato's works, diverted his attention to the Corpus Hermeticum upon acquiring a manuscript, which had been compiled by the Byzantine scholar Michael Psellus in the 11th century. Psellus, though not interested in pagan practices, might have sought to modify the texts to align them with Christian beliefs, thereby altering their original context. Despite the belief that the Corpus Hermeticum had been lost during late antiquity and the Dark Ages, the manuscripts endured through centuries of upheaval, serving as a testament to the resilience of human knowledge against the ravages of time. The Hermetic quest, rooted in the exploration of the inner world, also traversed external paths, reflecting the intertwining of spiritual and material realms. The Renaissance era nurtured the concept of a prisca theologia, or ancient theology, which posited the existence of a universal truth inherent in all religions, imparted to humanity in antiquity. This idea evolved into the notion of perennial wisdom, embraced by thinkers of the traditionalist or perennialist school in the 20th and 21st centuries. According to this belief, mankind once received a divine revelation, subsequently lost but preserved in fragments across various religious traditions, with the hope of its eventual recovery to uplift modern civilization from materialism and decadence. During the Renaissance, Hermes Trismegistus was commonly regarded as a contemporary of Moses, and the texts attributed to him were deemed to originate from ancient Egypt, lending them greater authority than even Plato's works or the Bible. The depiction of Hermes in the 1481 pavement of Siena Cathedral, accompanied by the inscription, Hermes Trismegistus, the contemporary of Moses, further reinforced the belief in his significance. It was widely believed that Hermes had either imparted wisdom to Moses, received instruction from him, or engaged in mutual exchange of knowledge. During the Renaissance, Hermes emerged as a pivotal figure in the Judeo-Christian tradition, embodying the fusion of reason and faith that characterized the era's philosophical landscape. However, in the early 17th century, classical scholar Isaac Casaubon challenged the notion of pagan seers predicting Christ's advent. Casaubon scrutinized Hermes' writings and identified linguistic elements indicative of a later origin than commonly believed, suggesting a Christian-era genesis between the 1st and 3rd centuries AD in Alexandria. This revelation, coupled with growing anti-Hermetic sentiments within the Church and the dawn of modern science, marked a decline in Hermes' influence. Hermeticism waned in popularity and retreated into secrecy, giving rise to clandestine societies like the Rosicrucians, Freemasons, and the Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn. Interest in Hermeticism was rekindled in 1945 with the discovery of 3 new Hermetic writings near Nag Hammadi, shedding light on the initiatory journey toward transcending earthly realms and uniting with the divine. Gillis Quispel's research confirmed the existence of a secret society in ancient Alexandria, resembling a Masonic lodge, where Hermetic believers underwent spiritual initiation. While the existence of organized Hermetic communities remains uncertain, it is plausible that Hermetic teachings originated from intellectually vibrant circles in Hellenistic Egypt. Despite Casaubon's criticisms, the timeless wisdom encapsulated in the Corpus Hermeticum resonates with ancient Egyptian concepts of emanation and unity. Scholars distinguish between technical Hermetica, focusing on astrology, medicine, alchemy, and magic, possibly dating back to the 2nd or 3rd century BC, and religio-philosophical Hermetica, comprising religious and mystical teachings penned between the 1st and 3rd centuries AD. The Corpus Hermeticum, despite its title, encompasses only a portion of extant Hermetic texts, underscoring the diversity of Hermetic literature. The Hermetic teachings, whether technical or religio-philosophical, converge on the pursuit of salvation and existential resolution. They aim not to persuade through argumentation but to evoke transformative insights in the reader's consciousness. For those delving into Hermeticism, the Kybalion serves as a gateway, albeit a modern interpretation influenced by new thought principles, paving the way for a rediscovery of ancient Hermetic wisdom. Indeed, the Kybalion can serve as an accessible entry point to the original Hermetic sources. For deeper exploration, Brian P. Copenhaver's translation of the Hermetica stands as a classic text, offering not only the corpus and the Asclepius but also comprehensive introductory material and annotations. Those seeking further elucidation can turn to Hermetica 2 by M. David Litwa, which supplements Copenhaver's work with additional fragments, including the intriguing The Daughter of the Cosmos. For a broader understanding, The Way of Hermes by Clement Solomon et al. Presents a valuable translation featuring both the corpus and the definitions. Another essential text is Asclepius, the perfect discourses of Hermes Trismegistus, also translated by Solomon, serving as an ideal starting point for novices. Furthermore, Hans-Dieter Betz's Greek Magical Papyri offers insights into magical practices prevalent in Greco-Roman Egypt, emphasizing the pursuit of inspiration and spiritual elevation through divine communion. Scholarly inquiries into Hermeticism extend to works like Garth Fowden's The Egyptian Hermes and Kevin Van Bladdel's The Arabic Hermes, which highlight the contributions of Egyptian and Islamic thought to the Hermetic tradition, previously overlooked in favor of Hellenistic influences. Contrary to earlier perspectives that emphasize the Greek and philosophical aspects of the Hermetica, contemporary scholarship recognizes the profound spiritual and religious dimensions inherent in these writings. Wouter Hanegraaff's Hermetic Spirituality and the Historical Imagination, Altered States of Knowledge in Late Antiquity challenges prevailing interpretations of the Hermetic texts as purely philosophical treatises. Instead, Hanegraaff underscores their role as guides along the spiritual journey, emphasizing experiential wisdom and consciousness transformation over intellectual discourse. Central to Hermetic teachings is the concept of gnosis, signifying a direct and immediate knowledge that transcends rational understanding. Gnosis represents a profound realization of unity with the divine, achievable through spiritual practice and inner transformation. Unlike conventional forms of knowledge based on reasoning or empirical observation, gnosis emerges from direct spiritual experience, offering seekers a path to individual salvation and enlightenment. Hermeticism posits a holistic view of reality, wherein the individual soul seeks reunion with the divine source from which it originated. This pursuit entails transcending the illusory confines of material existence and reclaiming one's true spiritual essence. Unlike Gnosticism, which portrays the material world as inherently flawed and seeks escape from its confines, Hermeticism emphasizes the possibility of attaining spiritual enlightenment while embodied, affirming the inherent divinity of both the soul and the material realm. Thus, Hermeticism and Gnosticism, despite both involving the pursuit of gnosis, diverge significantly in their fundamental outlooks. Gnosticism typically portrays existence as a state of imprisonment within the material world, akin to Plato's allegory of the cave, with the aim being escape into a higher spiritual realm. In contrast, Hermeticism emphasizes the affirmation of the world and the embodiment of spiritual principles within it. For Hermeticists, the goal is not to transcend the material world but to infuse it with goodness, truth, and beauty, in alignment with the divine will. This worldview underscores a non-dualistic perspective, wherein the cosmos is perceived as an expression of spiritual light, emanating from a transcendent androgynous God who encompasses all within himself. Throughout the journey of spiritual ascent in Hermeticism, various stages of understanding are encountered, each contributing to the initiate's progression towards gnosis. Theurgical practices are employed to invoke the assistance of the gods in this journey, with rituals and ceremonies serving as means to create conducive conditions for divine intervention. Central to the Hermetic path is the cultivation of reverence and sacred awe for the divine, termed eusebia. Piety forms a cornerstone of Hermetic ethics, emphasizing the importance of honoring the gods and their creations as a pathway to salvation. The Hermetica thus emphasize the significance of leading a life imbued with piety and respect, recognizing impiety as the greatest evil. The Hermetic universe encompasses both the physical and metaphysical realms, structured hierarchically yet interconnected. Through the development of faculties such as logos, reasoned speech, gnosis, direct spiritual knowledge, and nous, intuitive understanding, the initiate progresses towards union with the divine. The Hermetic teachings, often conveyed through dialogues between teacher and disciple, aim to facilitate spiritual growth and enlightenment, guiding individuals towards the realization of their divine nature and unity with the cosmos. The Hermetic texts, particularly Book 12 of the Corpus Hermeticum, provide profound insights into the nature of existence, the pursuit of knowledge, and the path to spiritual enlightenment. In this book, Hermes Trismegistus encounters divine beings such as Poimandres, Nous, and Agathos Daimon, good spirit, who serve as teachers and guides in his quest for understanding. The teaching conveyed in Book 12 reflects a hierarchical transmission of knowledge, with divine entities imparting wisdom to Hermes, who then passes it on to his disciples, Asclepius and Tat. This generational transfer underscores the importance of mentorship and spiritual guidance in the Hermetic tradition. Through visionary experiences and profound revelations, Hermes gains insights into the nature of reality, the origins of the cosmos, and the means to attain gnosis, direct spiritual knowledge. The visionary episodes described in the text depict Hermes' journey from passive observation to active participation in the divine mysteries, culminating in a profound realization of unity with the universal light. Central themes explored in Book 12 include the duality of human existence, the immortality of the soul, and the pursuit of spiritual liberation. Hermes learns that the pursuit of material pleasures and desires leads to spiritual death, while the cultivation of piety, love, and reverence for the divine leads to life and enlightenment. The text also emphasizes the transformative power of divine grace and the importance of spiritual purification. Souls are depicted as undergoing a journey of purification through the planetary spheres, ultimately ascending to reunite with the divine source. In conclusion, Book 12 of the Corpus Hermeticum offers profound teachings on the nature of existence, the pursuit of spiritual knowledge, and the path to enlightenment. Through visionary experiences and divine revelations, Hermes Trismegistus imparts timeless wisdom that continues to inspire seekers of truth and spiritual seekers to this day. Book 13 of the Corpus Hermeticum delves into the profound journey of spiritual rebirth and enlightenment, with Tat seeking the secret to this transformation from Hermes. However, Hermes responds in enigmatic terms, emphasizing that true gnosis cannot be simply taught but must be personally experienced. This echoes the concept of great doubt in Zen, where spiritual awakening arises from inner struggle and deep introspection, leading to a direct realization of truth. The dialogue between Tat and Hermes explores the inner turmoil caused by the dark forces within the human soul, symbolized by the 12 tormentors corresponding to the signs of the zodiac. These forces, driven by passions and desires, hinder the soul's ascent towards enlightenment. Hermes employs divine powers of light to expel these dark entities from Tat, symbolizing the struggle between light and darkness within the individual. Through this spiritual purification, Tat undergoes a profound transformation, attaining cosmic consciousness and experiencing unity with the divine. His expanded awareness enables him to perceive himself in all things and to grasp the interconnectedness of the cosmos. This state of consciousness, termed becoming the Ion, reflects an elevated understanding of existence beyond the limitations of time and space. The text also highlights the importance of sacred chants and rituals in facilitating spiritual ascent, as exemplified by the mysterious hymns sung by Hermes and Tat. Through the invocation of divine names and the chanting of vowels representing God's attributes, the initiates ascend through the planetary spheres to the highest realms of divine revelation. Ultimately, the journey towards spiritual rebirth and enlightenment is depicted as a deeply personal and transformative experience, guided by divine grace and inner realization. The adept must traverse the inner realms of consciousness, transcending verbal instruction and relying on direct communion with the divine to attain the highest truths of existence. Book 13 of the Corpus Hermeticum concludes with the completion of the pupil's initiation into higher knowledge and spiritual rebirth. The pupil, having undergone profound transformation and attained peace, expresses gratitude to God for granting the supreme vision sought after. This gratitude is conveyed through silent hymns of contemplation, distinct from verbal hymns used for expressing gratitude afterwards. Hermes instructs his son to document their experiences in hieroglyphs, preserving the wisdom for future generations through writing. The text reflects on the dual nature of writing, acknowledging its healing aspect in preserving knowledge yet also its potential to obscure direct experience. Writing, termed as a pharmakon, is likened to a drug that heals by providing knowledge but also poses dangers by leading individuals to rely solely on written texts, thereby distancing themselves from direct spiritual experience. Despite its limitations, writing has a magical effect on consciousness, resonating with the human mind and aiding individuals in their quest for gnosis. Moreover, the text emphasizes the importance of preserving the purity of spiritual teachings through language. It criticizes the Greeks for their philosophical approach, which Hermes perceives as empty words lacking the power of the original Egyptian language. The true essence of spiritual teachings lies beyond mere philosophical discourse, accessible only through direct experience and the power of sacred sounds. Furthermore, the text explores the cyclical nature of existence, challenging the conventional notion of death. Death is viewed as an illusion, with the soul undergoing continual transformation and rebirth. The ultimate goal is to transcend mortality and attain immortality through union with the divine. Man is depicted as a divine being with the potential to ascend to higher realms of existence, surpassing even the gods in power and understanding. In essence, the text presents a profound vision of human potential and the path to spiritual liberation. It emphasizes the importance of direct experience, inner transformation, and knowledge of the divine as the means to transcend mortality and attain immortality.